What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for I call it a review show. We're gonna review what happened the last week and maybe look ahead a little bit, obviously, to Saturday. We play Lazio, and maybe just a bit further ahead, just talking. But with me, as always, Norbert and Malik. How are you guys doing? A week of Juve. No Juve for
Yeah,
the week.
can't wait to see us struggle against Lazio.
Um,
I was at peace, but now I'm not at peace.
yeah. Um, I I don't know if you guys watch. Are we live, by the way? Because lately
Yeah,
YouTube is doing a madness. Yeah, you can see us live.
yeah.
But it
Yeah.
there's a big delay, so people miss the first 20 seconds. So, welcome to the show.
No.
Welcome to the show. I don't know what it is lately, but welcome to the show. Norbert said he's good. Malik said he was good. We're gonna talk about what happened. I don't know if you guys watch some international football. I know Norbert did. I had the Belgium game on against Ireland because it was on TV over here, but it was on the background. So I caught a little bit of that, and that's about it. I literally didn't watch anything else. So I don't know about you guys. Did you watch some football last week?
So because me being from a small country and since I know football, we were bad at football, and the past 10 years we are quite good. We made the last three Euros,
Yeah.
and finally we have a world class. I don't know if world class player, but a player who plays one of the bigger clubs in the Premier League, and he's a starter. And we have a way of play. So I was always passionate about Hungarian football. But lately I'm a little more. And yeah, we played against Turkey, and I watched Yildiz. And this Turkish team is not that good,
No.
but Monaco made them actually solid, and they also quite quite good lately. And but Yildiz was one of their best players.
I watched
And he
uh I watched extended highlights just from Yildiz, by the way,
yeah,
not from the game,
yeah.
but
So you saw his one-on-one chance. He should have scored, but yeah, we have a top goalkeeper, so I guess. But yeah, Hungary was good. We beat Turkey 1-0, and now we extended our series to 13 games. I think unbeaten or something. The past 2 years we didn't lose.
don't let that fool you.
So yeah, I
Just
don't know.
warning
We
you.
we
Just warning.
finished. Yeah, but we finished ahead of Serbia and
I
stuff,
saw.
unbeaten in our group.
Yeah,
So
but even
yeah,
against France in the Euros, but I know it's been a while. Like that was a very good game. So
yeah,
it's not that
and against Germany as well. We
against
keep
Germany
our
as well. Yeah,
composure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Hey, Sail. Happy that you won or that the US won, but you're not gonna like what's coming on this show. I'm just warning you.
So,
But Malik, did you watch some football during the break?
not as much as I usually do. It was a hectic few weeks for me, but I watched France Germany. The Wirtz's goal was ridiculously fast, and
Yeah.
I watched Saudi beat Tajikistan. We're top of our World Cup qualifying group, so big up.
Okay. So you're
Tajikistan,
Hmm?
Tajikistan, you beat.
Yeah, it's like the first phase of World Cup qualifying,
Yeah.
and then when you qualify from that group, you qualify for the other groups.
you have
So
Mancini on your short list as well.
yeah, Mancini's there on the bench.
Collecting the paycheck. Good
Oh
for him.
yeah, yeah.
Good for him. Good for him. Um. Okay. So I want to talk about a few things on this show. First off, like top players, if we have top players or not, But I just chose that title because I don't think we have, or like we potentially have. But even for Bremer, like for us, he had one poor season, one good season. So I think the sample size for us is not even that big. But what I want to talk about is especially contract situation because that's going on right now because it's international break, and that's what you all get bombarded with in the media. And it was Rabiot, it was Chiesa, And this week is McKennie, and actually the news on McKennie is getting quote unquote worse because everybody thought it was just formality. You know, he's gonna join or like he's gonna sign that new deal 100%. That's not even certain right now. You know, um, it feels like I still think he's gonna stay. I still think he's gonna extend this contract with you, McKennie. I'm actually pretty convinced about that. However, the news is coming out more frequently that he wants more, not more, like he wants a better contract because apparently he has shown that he deserves that contract. Now, I will let you guys go first, you know, because I'm gonna trigger a lot of people because people do not listen because I don't say McKennie is a crap player. I never said that, like, but people do not want to listen what I say. You know, they read one thing and they're like, oh my god, you know. And yes, America Twitter found me. I thought Ronaldo fans were bad, but holy, that's next level, man. That was next level. But it's all fun. But you guys go on McKennie because let's say the stories are real, and actually every single outlet is reporting the same thing. You know, even good sources are saying, let's wait and see. So apparently, he wants a better contract because he has shown that he deserves that contract. Now he's close to 3 million right now. So I'm assuming a better contract is 3.5 ish, something like that, plus bonuses. I'm assuming that, you know, I'm not sure if it's right, but let's say he's asking for 3.5 plus bonus. I'm just saying something like the standard contract. What would you do? 1 year left on his contract, I think, as well. Norbert, you can go first.
Yeah, I think it's insane that he wants more money, or not. Maybe not him, but his management. He's a solid backup, but even now, the amount of money he gets is pushing it for me. I'm sorry, no, sell him. Like, come on, there are limits. This is insane. And I read also everything, and I think it's legit that he wants more money, and I feel it insane. Like, he's a good backup, but that's it. Like, he has some good games, a good season even, but like, come on. Yeah, no, thank you. He does not deserve more money. It's fine.
What do you
It's enough.
What do you think, Malik? Like,
I totally understand why his management would want more money, considering the season he's having. Sure, yeah, he's having his best season in his career, probably. But we have to contextualize this. We need to reduce our wage bill, and moving forward, he shouldn't be a starter. If he were to extend his contract and maybe reduce his wage even, then sure, yeah, I'd say yes to that. Because this is genuinely a solid backup. He has versatility, not good enough to start for sure, but yeah, as a backup would extend. But for more money, I don't think that's the right way to go, considering the financial circumstance the club is in.
yeah. And hey, Anthony, he's right. Do like the video. Hope all is good. Probably going to work. Are you? But on McKennie, what I said before US Twitter found me, and congratulations on beating Mexico, I think 3 times in a row now in tournament, I think it is. Congrats to that. And I don't know if McKennie played a good game or where I didn't watch. I didn't even watch the Italy games. So when people say Chiesa was crap, I don't know. Like I didn't watch. I didn't watch a single second of any of those games. I didn't, like, literally. However, what I said, I said it was. I thought it was very simple. What I said. I said, 1 year left on this deal. His value is probably at his highest point ever, I guess. Even higher than when we bought him, you know. If he wants more money, and he's already close to 3 right now, I'm just saying sell. And why do I say sell? Because I don't think he's a crap player, because I've said it many times. In a winning team, he can be a very good squad player. Close to and in around the box, I like him a lot. I like him a lot. I've said it, I don't know, 100 times on this channel, even on Twitter, but people ignore that. However, we need money. I think people forget that. If I need to ask you, we can sell McKennie and generate funds, or you need to sell Bremer. What are you gonna like? Is somebody gonna keep McKennie? Is anyone gonna keep McKennie over Bremer? Like, that's the reality. That's the reality. We need money. We need to sacrifice players. We do not have a choice. Like, it is what it is. It's gonna happen. And if we can sacrifice him over a Bremer, I think the choice is very easy to be made. Or maybe I'm just the idiot right here, you know, and I don't see McKennie as a world class player because people are going overboard. Oh, but he's shown it this season. Let the past go. No, like that's a ridiculous statement, by the way. Oh, you talk about the past, talk about now. No, it's contract talks. You need to talk about the past. You do not go to your job, you know, for 3 years. You stink out the place for 2 years. Then I need to do something or I get kicked out. You're gonna get kicked out. You're not gonna get a pay raise. Same for Rabiot. Like, people are saying it, you know. I don't know if he's playing for a contract. I have absolutely no idea, you know. But people are going overboard as well. Oh, he works hard. Literally. Oh, but he takes care of his body. I'm like, buddy, that's the freaking bare minimum. Like, do you want me to applaud a professional taking care of his body? Like, like, it's crazy that we need to talk about that. It's actually insane that the club needs to tell a professional player, hey, man, take care of your body. You know how insane that is? Like, that's actually weird that we need to talk about that. It's contract year. You cannot forget about the past years. He had a good season under Pirlo. Actually, very good season, you know, goal scoring wise. Playing wise, whatever. But the goals he scored were good and all those things. Then with Allegri, the second season, I don't think he was that good. I thought he took a step back from the Pirlo one. The season there, after that, it was horrible. We went at Leeds, stunk out the place at Leeds, you know. Now we came back, and even Allegri said, if you want to make up for your lack of technical ability, you're going to need to start running in August, and start running and stop running at the end of May. That's saying, buddy, if you want to make it, you need to work extremely hard because talent-wise, it's just not there. And that's not a knock, you know, because he found a way to make it work. So I gave him credit. He works hard. And right now, for this team, he is important. However, I don't think anyone is going into next season and be like, add coal miners and keep McKennie in the team. Because if Fagioli wasn't suspended, he would have been the starter. I'm 100% certain of that. And I'm not even the biggest Fagioli fan. I like him, but I'm not going overboard with Fagioli. But he would have been starting. Let's be completely honest. Like, he would have been starting. And people forget that as well. And it's not his fault, obviously, whatever. But it is a contract year, and we shouldn't be going overboard. Oh, Rabiot is on 7.5. Shouldn't be on 7.5. Chesney's on 7. Same. Vlahovic, same. Like, people want to say, oh, but he's on that much money, so he should be as well. No, like, we made a mistake. You should be stop making mistakes. And you have actually people saying, oh, but players will not join us if we offer him 3 million. And so I'm not saying you need to offer every single player 3 million. But there are certain players, it stops there. Locatelli's on 3.5, by the way. No, something close to 3. Like, he's not on insane wages. And people say he's better than Locatelli. I completely disagree. You know, I disagree. Is he having a better season than Locatelli? Maybe, you know, but people, like, also really quickly, the standards for McKennie were so low, like, and that's not a knock, like, that was literally what it was. It was so low that it looks so extreme now. Like, it really does, because technically, he ain't it. Like, he's just not it. And if the club says we want to keep him and he, in the same wage, you give him a 2-year new deal, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh my God, what a stupid decision. I would be okay with him staying. But what I would not approve, me personally, is 3.5 million or the club saying no to 30 million or something. That would be insane in my opinion. But if he stays on the same wage for 2 years and the offers were all 20 million or something like that, ridiculous low, I'll be like, whatever, you know, I get it. But if a big offer comes in and the club says no, same for Gatti, I'll be like, you guys are insane in my opinion. Like, we need so much to improve first team wise that, you know what, squad building, that can come later in my opinion. The first team needs to be improved.
That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, we need the starters first, and if we can get rid of some bench future bench players, like obviously McKennie will be a bench player in the future, then yeah, let's get rid of the bench players and let's improve the first team from that money. And definitely, hopefully we would sell someone like McKinney first before some talent like Ealing Junior or Sule.
Malik,
Yeah.
Malik, what do you
No,
think a fair offer will be for McKennie? Like an offer that the club or you would be like, yeah, go.
30 million.
Do you think somebody's gonna offer 30 million?
With the season he's having and the amount of money, let's say Premier League teams have, I can picture it. Yeah.
You know why I'm hesitate? They saw him in the Premier League.
Yeah, that's the issue. Like he stunk up the place with Leeds, so his reputation, if you will, in English football is not the best. So
Let's say he
because
stays. No,
other than that, who else would offer 30 million? I
I don't
can't
know.
see a Bundesliga team coming in offering 30 million. Dortmund's transfer record is like what 35 million. Bayern aren't gonna sign him. Leverkusen aren't gonna sign him. So
Let's say
where
he
else would he go?
stays. Let's say he stays on the same wage, and let's say it's 2.8. You know, it is something like that. Will you be okay with that?
If it's on the same wage, yeah,
And how long do you think that deal should be?
maybe 2 more years, as
Yeah,
long as he's about.
as long, yeah, But let's say I'm gonna play a game here right now. Let's say we need to.
Hmm.
Let's say we need. Uh, let's say 60 mil to keep it easy, and let's say Bremer is valued at 60 mil. Let's say Sule is valued at 30 mil. Let's say Huysen is valued at 25 mil. I'm just making stuff up right now. We need 60 mil. What will you do? Like you need to sell a player or players. Who will you sacrifice in this team? And keep in mind, an offer needs to come in because when people say Locatelli, nobody's gonna offer Juve what they want for Locatelli. I can be wrong, but I don't have a feeling Arsenal gonna offer money for Locatelli right now. I think that ship sailed. So you also need to be realistic. Do you think a team will come in for Locatelli? That's what I'm saying. So let's say we need 60 million. What will you do? Gatti, like those are the options out there. How would you
Uh,
get 60 million? Because that's basically what it is right now. That's what it's all about.
if that's the case, then one of the youngsters has to leave. You know, for sure. And I'd like to keep Sule. I'd really want to see Sule play with us and like show what he's got after his loan. So I like Hoyson, but I think I'd sacrifice him, Gatti and McKennie. I don't know if that would be enough for 60 million. I think that would generate maybe 50-ish.
Do you think, like, do you also think, or Norbert, like, do you think that coaching as well matters for a player like McKennie or a Rabiot? Like, uh, let's say Mota comes in, or even Conte comes in. Does that play a big part in, McKennie? Yeah, he's gonna flourish, or he's not gonna see game time. Because for me,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah, coaching matters for anyone. Some coach can speak to a certain player better, to a different player differently, and it's like it looks like Allegri can't grow players, and yeah, for sure. I think some coaches can grow talents, and um, I think Motta one of them, by the look of it. But yeah, is generating 10 million from the winter sale matters, or is that
I
I
think
mean,
counts?
it counts. Yeah, I
it's a
think so.
drop in the bucket. I think. Like we need more, and and for Juve, I'm not sure you actually watch this channel. Like I'm not gonna lie. Thanks for watching, but I think this is your first video because I'm probably the last person who's talking about this team being the Juve of all. I'm actually pushing for the U because I understand the situation of the
Yeah.
club. So thanks for the comment, but I think that's the first show you're watching, and you got confused. Um, but we need to generate funds. That's what that was the only point I was bringing up. I didn't say, "Oh, McKennie's playing bad now," but he has been rubbish for 2 years. I'm sorry, like people like the first season under Allegri. Like if that's the standard you want to applaud, like whatever, if you want to do that. I guess, but I'm not like I get the situation, but the club still has standards, and we are gonna get back to those standards. It's just gonna happen naturally. One,
Yeah.
because if you get stable Champions League football, we are the richest club in Italy by a country mile. If everything is stable, it's just like it is what it is. Like we have the most, how do you want to call it? Obviously the richest owner, but also the most stable owner, revenue wise. Like it's just what it is. It's just that it's all over the place now, and it's not like it's up to the new quote unquote manager to pick up all the pieces and bring them together right now. That's what it is, because the pieces are still there. That's just what it is. So we should be getting back to that top, and that's the only thing I'm saying. Because I'll repeat it again. If the club can improve me, give me a better player than Vlahovic, I'll take it. If they give me a better player than Chiesa, I'll take it. But people are too committed to these players. I'm not even sure why. Like I'm so confused. I'm not gonna lie. Like I like Vlahovic, but if the club comes in and they offer me player X and he's better than Vlahovic, I'm like, goodbye, Dusan. Like it is what it is. It's business. I want to win stuff. It's the same thing for Italian core. I don't care if they're Italian. Like we were linked with Zaccagni, and that was a story. And people are like, oh, but he's Italian. I'm like, but he's not a starter. Like I don't care if he's Italian. He can be born in, I don't know, on the North Pole. I absolutely do not care. Like, can you improve me? Yes or no? Oh, but they know the club. They know the mentality. How? He played for Lazio his entire life or whatever. Like, how does he know the mentality at 26 or what is he, 25? Like, people believe in certain things that they shouldn't be believing in. We just need quality players. I don't care how old they are, actually, at one point. But it needs to be also like, it needs to make sense. And if McKennie stays on the same wages, I'm like, fine, whatever,
Yeah.
If the club says we can do that, we can keep McKennie, we don't need, and we can improve the midfield, I'm like, fine. Like I've said it so many times, like he's a very good squad player. Right now, he's a starter. I 100% agree with that. Like I agree with that. But long term, I think he can be a good squad player. Like Paruin was a squad player, and I think he's better than Paruin. Like Pepe was a squad player. I think he's better than Pepe. So like it's not a dig at him, by the way. It's like next season, I don't want to see Rabiot, McKennie, Locatelli in the midfield. I just don't. It's just, maybe it's just
Yeah.
me, but I've seen enough. Like I've seen enough to
But
say I don't care. Like he has 9 assists or so, but build up play against the better teams, we are not gonna survive again. It's just not gonna happen.
yeah.
Impossible.
And also we have an issue with we overpaid for some players like Bremer or Vlahovic, and selling them. It's really hard to get out of, like in a good way, in positive. But we have players like Keane, like I would say Gatti. I love Gatti, but still like Gatti or
I forgot about
Milik or
If an
yeah,
offer comes in for
like
Gatti,
Kostic.
I'll drive him away.
Yeah, we have all these
the
players. We have all these players who can we can sell them from some scrap, and then we can generate some income, and
yeah,
we have
because it
some good
adds.
youngsters
But you
as
also
well.
you
Yeah,
also
it adds up.
you need to keep in mind, if we sell Kostic, it's gonna be break even. Like there's not much in it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
If you sell Sule, there's
yeah,
much
like
in it.
15 mil. I don't know.
There's much in it.
Yeah, that's true.
If you
That's
sell
true.
Gatti, there could be much in it. We played quite a lot for him, but still, like there can be, like that's the big difference right here. If you sell
Yeah,
McKennie, it's not really much in it, right? But it will generate funds, maybe not the funds you need, and that's also something we need, because in the summer we will lose our minds. I'm pretty sure about that.
but yeah, but what I'm sure of is that we are not directors of football. We didn't we didn't do this job, so I'm sure the best possible decision will be made. it's not like they will make the easiest decision. It doesn't work like that. This is Jumtoli's job to figure out what is the best way to keep this or not keep this club, to actually push this club where it belongs. And I think, yeah, he will make the best decision. And if the best decision is to sell Huiz and Sule Iling Jr., then that will be the decision. If whatever else, like I'm sure there is no way we're going to sell these youngsters for nothing or just for fun or because that's the first offer or whatever, so I'm sure it will be okay, and we sell who we don't need, and we will be stronger.
Hope so.
Yeah, somebody say, why did the management reject 25 mil for Gatti? I'm not sure. Maybe it was too soon, but I think after this season, well, it's not too soon. Like, you know what it is? When you talk about these things, people are like, "Oh, but he can be a good squad player." I understand certain things. I understand comments like that. However, the first team is not good enough. Like the starting 11 needs to improve, and that means squad building is not going to happen this season. Like you need to make sure you have a solid, good starting 11 out there. The backups, like it's not going to happen all this summer. The backups, you work with it. You work with what you have, you work what you can do, and you work with that until the next transfer window, maybe January or the summer. But the main objective going into the new season next year is obviously a first 11. And I know we're in the Champions League, but what's the point if you have a crappy 11 but you have a squad of numbers? Like it doesn't make any sense. I know we're in the Champions League, I get it, but if you don't have a good 11, then what's the point of being in the Champions League? Like you need to have a good 11. If your bench is Barrenechea, Huijsen, and Miretti, it is what it is. But if that means your 11 is, and I'm gonna make it up by the way, a Modric in midfield, whatever, on a free, you'll take it for a year, and then you build your squad. Like it's just
Yeah,
what it is.
but
Like,
also
the first
you,
11 is not
you
good
don't.
enough.
Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't matter. Like the first 11 will play the Champions League and the weekend. In the championship, it's not like the whole B squad will play. And then the other rest. It's
No,
never like that.
you will
So
sub a
it's
player here
not
and there.
like, yeah, here and there. So it's not like we need a complete insane squad. By now, I just hope we're gonna have. I mean, not by now. By the end of summer, I hope we're gonna have some solid starters, and then I don't care about the subs. I really don't.
Malik, do you think that, or like players like, because did Fabrizio say we're favorites for gold miners? I didn't watch. I think that's very obvious right now. Or like,
He said has a priority for us this
oh,
summer.
okay, so not the favorite.
But also, he said he wants to go to the Premier League. No,
He said he's
something.
aware of the interest from Juve and that he's aware of the interest from the Premier League. So we'll see. Personally, I don't know about you guys. I'd take him in a heartbeat, but not for 60 million.
No,
Not for 60. No.
Yeah, but anything less than that, I'm all aboard that ship. I'm conducting that train. I'm putting the
Choo
fire,
choo.
the coal into the fire, and all that. I really like Cop Miners. So. What was your question?
What was the question? I'm not even sure what the question was. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I'm not sure. Um, it was something about the team we have right now, but I was
As
confused.
in the depth bench players, we were talking about that
Oh
before.
yeah, that was what I was gonna ask. Because Fajoli is back, obviously, probably the last game of the season as well. Um, gonna need to have time to get match ready. He's not injured, but like it's like a year of non-competitive football it's quite a lot. It is what it is. You can train,
Yeah,
but
you
it's not
need
the
to
same.
build that match sharpness again. It takes a
So I think
while.
Yeah.
preseason he's gonna play every single game probably.
Yeah, definitely.
It would make more sense to do so. He should be extremely fit. I think he should be
Yeah, because
extremely
he's
fit.
still training with the first team, so
Yeah.
that's
Um,
fine.
let's say like the starting 11 right now, like Chesney, Bremer, Gatti, Danilo. I think it is. Let's say it's Cambiasso, McKennie, Locatelli, Rabiot, Kostic, Chiesa, Vlahovic. Let's say that's the starting 11 for Allegri right now. How many players are you like, okay, like, and you need to be realistic. How many players are like, I need to replace them in the first team next season to actually move forward? And you don't need to sell the players you get out of there. You can keep them in the squad, whatever, role players. But how many players out of that 11 are you like, they need to leave to actually be competitive?
3 or 4.
Yeah.
You choose 3 or 4.
Yeah, I'm on the
Okay.
fence, but like it's either 3.
Realistically, we can't sell or sign. It's like 6-7 players. So yeah,
Yeah,
three
yeah.
four.
So realistically, I think 3 or 4 positions need to be changed. Obviously Gatti, obviously Kostic, McKennie, and Rabiot.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think we'll be okay. And play Chiesa in his natural position.
Like
4-3-3,
4-3-3.
4-3-3, 4-3-3 with Motta next season. Please, please. I will be there no matter what.
I asked that question because somebody said, talk about it more. I don't know who the coach is gonna be, so I don't like. If it's Allegri, then
Yeah, it's
I
difficult
can
to
I
say,
can
but
sit here and be like, I want player X Y Z, but it wouldn't make sense. It would make no.
Mhm.
It would make no. Like if Allegri says Rabiot is staying, like so I could be sitting here and it's like I ship out Rabiot. Like because if Allegri's gone, Rabiot is gone. Like he's gone. Like I think that's extremely obvious now. The media can come out saying, "Oh, but they're still reluctant to keep him." I'm like, you can be that, but if Allegri's gone, I think Rabiot is goodbye. Like he's not gonna say. I think the statements he make are ridiculous at this point. Like they are. Like they absolutely are. For some reason, it feels like we're trying to renew Pirlo or Marquisio or Vidal at the time. It's not. Like it's just not. Like it's not the case, and it's getting on my nerve. But I would agree out of that 11. But then I can flip it. I'm like 3-5-2. Like certain players shouldn't be in that 11 to begin with. So like, even out of this, like it's a complete mess. But my follow up question was, or like the follow up topic, the last one is, we're back this week on Saturday against Lazio away from home. First game for Tudor as well. So that's that. Um, and we are still in trouble. like we're still in trouble. And I woke up today and I saw it's match week and I was like, we're gonna lose. Like usually I don't have that feeling. Maybe if I'm like, I don't think we're gonna win.
maybe.
It's more like it's the day before that game. I'm like, yeah, we're not gonna win. It's the first day of the week. I'm like, we're gonna lose. Like we're just gonna lose that game. We're gonna lose that game. But the question is, who? Because the easy answer is the entire team, but it's not gonna happen. So who is gonna need to step up and drag this team out of this, I don't know, mud, basically, literally mud. Like, who is going to need to do that player wise? Because I don't see the entire team stepping up on Saturday. I just don't see how they're going to make that click, especially being away for so long. I think they're all back in training today and tomorrow. McKennie probably a day later. Chesney plays tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. I think against Wales. So he will be back later. But I think Brazil plays, let's say Wednesday, they're all back. How? Like who, Norbert, is gonna drag us out of this situation? Because it's not looking good. Like if we lose on Saturday, it can be 6 points really quickly. Then what?
Yeah, yeah. So what? So Tudor likes to play 3-5-2 as well, I think, right? And
Yeah,
we really
3-4-3.
we struggle the most against 3-5-2. When we play 3-5-2 against 3-5-2, that's where we struggle the most. I think Rabiot. I say Rabiot, Chiesa, and Vlahovic, but I would say midfield.
And
Midfield needs to step up.
love
Midfield
it
needs
is
to step up.
suspended.
Oh, sorry.
I was
So yeah,
thinking love it as well, but then I remembered.
So Chiesa and Rabiot for me because Rabiot is bad, and he needs to step up. And Chiesa, I don't know what can he do, and Milik will play, right? Or Keane, maybe. Hopefully, maybe.
Milik is injured.
Oh, nice. So Keane. Yeah, I'm happy about that because I don't see anything in Milik as a starter. Um, so yeah, that's my final answer. Rabiot, Chiesa. Yeah, those two. Because I can't say like it's not realistic to say like 6, 7 players. So I just say them.
Chesney, Locatelli, and Chiesa.
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel like Lazio could pepper us, so because we always give possession away, so they're gonna create a bunch of chances and
You-
need to be sharp.
The
But
Rabiot,
genuinely, as you said, Ale, like I was thinking to myself, oh, we play on Saturday. How fun! It's gonna be another struggle to watch and stuff. So
it
I'm not
is.
Oh
looking
my god.
forward to you. And you know me. Usually, I'm pretty optimistic about things, but I don't know. It just feels deflating at this point. But I hope we can win. So it'd be nice because we play them twice in a row. But I don't know. I just can't see us beating them at the Olympico. So I don't know.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna lose 3 times, or what's going to
No, we
happen?
will beat them at home
Well,
by default, like always. Probably.
yeah, whenever we play Lazio at home, we just thrash them always.
Like the Rabiot one is a
I don't
shout.
know.
Like he's gonna need to step up. And when I talk about step up, is buddy, just get the goals again. I don't care how you do it, but they're gonna need to be important, because he can have a very shit game and just pop up with a goal. We're gonna need it, because he scores some important goals as well. So that's what we're gonna need. Chiesa is gonna need to step up, and just do the basic. That's for sure. Like these are the players that are gonna need to step up because I don't see McKennie having another uh, gear to go in. I don't expect like the backline is what it is. I don't think like the team is kind of broken. It's gonna need to be individual play right now. And yes,
Yeah.
they're gonna need to show some proud because they have shown absolutely none of that. Like absolutely none of that. That they're gonna need to step up. There's no ifs and buts because like I said, like the schedules, you can put them side to side. Like 9 points at the end of April. Uh, yeah, at the end of April, like you can be 1 point ahead instead of nine or 2 or 3, and you don't need to lose all of them. You can just draw two and lose maybe one. Like it can go really extremely quickly. Like the hope is, or like the yeah, like the hope for us must be okay. Other teams drop points. That's just what it is. Like that's just it's sad, but it is what it is right now because Allegri's not gonna like it's 9 games left. Nothing is gonna change in terms of our approach or mindset. The only mindset that can change is okay, you're you're embarrassing yourself. Just show some pride right here. Like do not get battered. And it's not like that we're getting hammered lately. It's just we look toothless. We look very fragile in those few moments here and there, and those moments cost us games. That's just what it is. It's just the mindset is completely off right now. But again, like somebody said, man, you just need one click. You just need Chiesa to actually score that goal. I'm like, it's a lot of ifs and buts. I don't know if they're gonna score
Nothing
the
will.
goal.
Nothing will. Nothing will change this. Nothing can change this. This is what it is right now. So yeah, I would have sacked Allegri because any spark, anyone, any whatever who they bring a 20-year-old dude who played 10 years football manager would make something out of this. So yeah, individual sparks because nothing left on the coaching side. I think it's a mistake that we're going with Allegri still. It can get and it will get worse. Yeah, it is what it is, and yeah, I think so too that we will lose this weekend. Yeah.
It will,
Positivity. Yay.
it will be a disaster. Like it will be an absolute disaster if we lose this weekend. It would. Like it
Yeah,
would. Like
one win and nine seems so bad.
I cannot describe how bad that will be. Because if we lose this weekend, it's 100% sure that we're not getting into the Champions League. Because if you lose this weekend, it means this team is just completely lost. So it's like there's absolutely nothing left into it, like in it, like absolutely nothing. if there ever was a time to shithouse your wins, well, like it's now. Like there was
Yeah.
Yeah,
no better time.
but we're already there. We're already there. Like nothing works for the past whatever 2 months, 1.5 months. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Like nothing works.
like I said,
Nothing.
like you need
Yeah.
to hope the other teams, damn it, start dropping points. That's
Yeah, and some
that's
individual brilliance. That's those are the two things we can hope in, and that's it.
But is it gonna happen? That's we will see on Saturday. I'm absolutely like, and especially man, 6 o'clock games on Saturday this year. Look them up, like look them up. They have been horrible. Like to watch, so
Mm.
like it's unbelievable. Blowing 12-point lead on Atalanta 6 should be impossible, but they have a game in hand against Fiorentina, and it's very possible. Like it's like we won one game out of 8. Like it's very possible. I think people are still not really deeping it. We won one game out of 8. It's like we have 8 points out of, what is it, 24, or what is it?
Yeah.
Every 8 points out of 24. I think it's something like
Only
that.
Salernitana and Frosinone have a worse record in
Yeah,
those 8 games.
it's very like it's very possible.
Like if the season started 8 games ago,
We
we'd
would
be
be
18th.
yeah, and like
We'd be in the
there's
league.
still 9 games left. Let's say you win 2 out of 9. That's the form we're in now. That you're gonna win 2 out of the last 9. That's basically the form we're in now. So it's very
Yeah.
possible. It's very possible. You just need to find a way to win 4 out of those games, and just hope the other teams, draw 3 out of them and lose one of them. Like that's just what it be. If we draw the last 9 games, we Jesus Christ, we will nearly qualify after we win against Sanitana at home, and that's 12.
Let's
But
hope for that.
Atalanta can win 9 games. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, like
They're very capable. I don't know that this season they're very inconsistent. They lost.
I don't want to
lost
calculate
lots.
for top 4. By the way, top 5. I don't want to make calculations for top 5. Like, absolutely mental. It's crazy, but that's reality. And
Yeah.
actually, I'm not looking forward to even preview the game, but I'm gonna do that live on Friday with a Lazio fan, with Steve. So he's coming on to talk about the game, and then Saturday match reaction, and it will be live post game as well. Oh my god, I just I feel we're gonna lose. I just feel it. I like. There's no ifs or like. I just feel
Yeah,
we're
but
gonna
even
lose
if
that
we
game 2-0.
draw, even if we draw,
Yeah, even if you draw, it's bad. By the way, this is a must-win.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but like it's a must win, but I don't see us must winning. I don't see us
That's the thing.
doing anything. And it's not because Keane is up top. People say, "Oh, Keane is gonna play." Like, it's not. That's not the reason, by the way. Like, I'm okay with Keane starting. Like, I'm not going, "Oh my God, it's Keane." Now we're completely, we have no chance at all. I'm like, Lazio are not a good side, by the way. I'm just putting it out there. It's not to jinx it. They're not a good side as well. Like, it's just what it is. Like, you're not playing Inter away from home. That also needs to be stated right here. However, we've played far worse teams in the last 8 games, and well, it's one win. So that's that. If you're a betting man on Juve losing next game, if you're a betting man, bet on Juve. Yeah, I'm a betting man, but I will never bet on Juve losing because
I would never bet on Juve. General.
usually I do bet on them win, but not lately because we're not winning. And actually, I didn't do it. Actually, the last time I played was like 2-3 months ago, maybe. Yeah, and if I bet on Juve, it's always on a win. Not that really helped me out lately, but it is what it is. But yeah, we are gonna wrap this one up. Excuse me. Again, live show Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, post game, and Sunday as well. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't liked the video, like. If you're rewatching, like the video as well. Subscribe. We're getting close to 5K. And hopefully, towards next season, because this is not fun. We play once a week, like making content.
Yeah.
It's not really. I just want to watch games, talk about games. So I want to say, hopefully we get in Europe. Hopefully, no, we should be getting Champions League. I don't want to do previews for the Europa League. Like, I don't want to preview us playing, I don't know, like Apollo Limassol in Cyprus. I don't want to do those previews. I'm no disrespect, but like, oh my God. I can just I can envision me sitting here
There's
and be
an
like, okay, so Astana plays a 4-3-3, and I'm like, no, like I just can't. I cannot do it. With all respect, with all due respect, I refuse to do that. But yeah, let's see on Saturday what they will what they will serve up.
Unity.
You yeah,
together, together stronger. Unity.
together. I'll
Let's
bet
hug
you
each other before the game.
Klopp will put out a tweet like that.
Danilo Instagram posts.
At least if we're in Europa League, we have more than just a group stage preview. Well, Sahil, you can come on and you can do
Depending
those
on the
previews
coach.
for me. Like you can do those previews for me, because I don't have probably the energy to do them, if I'm being honest. But again, like the video, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys live back on Wednesday.